And welcome to an Eternium video. I'm just going to run through the build that I'm using in the February 2025 ANB Bronze event. I haven't done any training ground testing to see if this is the best build if you're going for a Fire Lily Frostbeam build that you'll see me using. But I'll be doing some testing in the training grounds once the event's over, see what can be improved with this. We're making use of the Everbound emblem of the Everbound for this, which means that we don't need 6 pieces of regalia to get all our bonuses, which means we can add in 1 piece from another set. And new to this season is that we can mix weapon sets as well. Now, I'm not sure if this is the best combination, but I'm going with it for this event. So, quick rundown of the gear. So we've got Regalia, Helm, Ability Rate, Vitality, Power, Haste, Socket with Power, and we've got an Osmosis enchantment on there, useful for the higher trials. The necklace is Haste, Vitality, Power, Life on hit, and Velocinite socketed with 100 power, enchanted. The Regalia pads is Power, Haste, Ability Rate, Vitality, Socket with more power, and Enchant with power as well. The robe, Haste, Ability Rate, Power, Vitality, and Socket with power, and Enchant with Vitality. I've gone with the Cape of Ancestral Spirits, Ability Rate, Vitality, Power, Haste, and 3 brilliant Searstones in there, which increase damage over time, which we'll come to later. Fire Lily, Frost damage, Vitality, Power, Haste, Socket with power. The emblem of the Everbound, Frost, Vitality, Power, Haste, and Socket with power. The Arm Guards, Power, Haste, Ability Rate, Vitality, Socket with power, and Enchanted with armour. Potentially deflect is better, but without doing any testing, I'm just going to stick with my normal for now. The Brace of Mastery, Frostbeam damage bonus, 461%. We've got Frost, Vitality, Power, Haste. Our Frostfire Sash, Frost damage, Vitality, Power, and Haste. Socket with power. This is going to give us off our Frostbeam 1000% weapon damage over 6 seconds as burn damage, and we'll put a lot of stacks of that on with our high haste. Arcanist pants, haste, ability rate, movement speed, vitality. Go with Arcanist because it really helps on the boss fight, so 100% more damage to your primary target. The boss is going to be our primary target, so we're doing a lot more damage there. Enchant with movement speed. The boots, movement speed, haste, ability rate, vitality, socket with power, and movement speed. The ring, haste, ability rate, power, life on hit, and Velocinite again. And haste, vitality, power, life on hit with Velocinite, both enchanted with power. The Igneus, ability rate, vitality, haste, power, and more vitality because I've made it a celestial. Add in more power. Slayer enchantment on here. I didn't have that enchantment on until after trial 146. I completely forgot to enchant the weapon. So you'll see at the end of the 146 run that I actually go and add on the enchantment for that. And the last piece of gear is Acamar Secrets of the Void from the Forbidden Knowledge weapon set. Power, vitality, haste, ability rate, vitality. And this one, because we get the 2-piece bonus for the Forbidden Knowledge, since we only need 1, instead of being killed with a killing blow, we get a bubble around us, we heal back to full health. That can only occur once every 90 seconds. We deal 100% more damage with deflected attacks, but we're not really doing deflected attacks. I need to do some testing to see if getting deflects in there is any good and whether a different cape would help as well. I also want to test to see if this combination Igneus and Acamar is correct. It could be that we should have Eridanus and Glacies Tempestas, but for this run, that's what I'm going with. On the abilities, it's the standard Frostbeam attack, or Frostbeam set. So Frostbolt, Arc Lightning, Immolate, Frost Nova, Frostbeam, Glass Cannon, Fleet-footed, and Power Infusion. In terms of our stats, power at 6944, damage increased by 3472. Haste is up at 6.2 hits per second, thanks to all that Velocinite. We get 10 times 6.2 for our maximum number of burn stacks off Frostbeam, so 62 is the maximum number of burn stacks we can put on, which gives us a very nice thermal shock, especially when we're using those Velocinite Searstones to increase our damage over time. Bonus frost damage 75%. That's because the thermal shock attack and Frostbeam are both frost attacks. Vitality up at 2632, giving us a healthy life pool. Armour, I haven't added anything into the build, I'm at 79.6, and when we add in the effects from the Glacies set, that pushes us up into the 90s for damage reduction. Life on hit at 4064, 1804 ability rate, and 35.7 movement speed. And as far as companions go, 3 healers for the vortexes. Now, as to whether I've set this up as efficiently as possible, it may be that we should have frost and fire damage in here, or possibly frost and nature damage, depending on if we go with Eridanus. I'm just sticking with frost. I'm going to do a lot of testing after the event, so I could come up with a revised build in the future, but for now that's what I've been running with. Any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below, and I'll see you again next time.